Good morning, guys. Welcome to Miranda Detailing and welcome to another weekend wash. So in today's episode, we're trying out some new products from a company called Sunday's Best. Now, how appropriate is it that it's Sunday and we're using this new product line called Sunday's Best? Now, these guys reached out to us and they did gift us these 4 products. So the 4 products that we have are the Sunday soap. So, of course, this is their shampoo. We have their Graphene ceramic spray coating. Now, this can be applied as standalone protection, and it can be used to top other ceramic coatings as a quick detailer. So it's kind of one of those all-around types of ceramic or graphene ceramic sealants. Then we have their tire dressing. So this also is a long-lasting, it says up to 6 weeks of durability on this dressing. So we'll try that out on our tires. And then we have their ceramic trim restore. So this is a thick, clear product. Kind of reminds me of the Last Coat Ceratrim. Very, similar looking type of product and kind of works along the same lines. So we'll try this out on, let's see, probably our windshield cowl, because I think that's kind of dried out now on our Avalon. So guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. So let's go check out the poor Avalon. So guys, here's the Avalon. It has not been washed in a couple of weeks now, and it's sat outside during lots of storms under trees and all sorts of stuff. So lots of things going on. Now, if you remember from last time, we coated the hood here with the Technician's Choice ceramic coating. So we're going to check on that. And what we're going to do is reapply protection here on the back trunk area. So we're going to do a light polish on it, prep it, and then apply that graphene ceramic sealant from Sunday's Best. Now, I've had the Griot's 3-in-1 ceramic wax on the back here, and it was performing really, really well. So we'll see when we wash it how it's performing, and a bunch of other products that I have on here. So if you're a regular on the Weekend Wash series, you'll see the progression of all the different products on here and the durability of such. So let's rinse it down and start washing it. All right, so let's fill up our MJJC foam cannon here, the Sunday soap. I'm going to put about, let's see, what does it say here? With a foam cannon, 3 to 4 ounces in a 30-ounce bottle. I'm not going to fill this up completely. I'm going to do about 16-ish ounces. So I'm going to put 2 ounces, roughly in here. And that's about 2 ounces. And this stuff smells really nice. It doesn't smell like a typical detailing product. It's not fruity. It smells more like a nice, almost like a men's body wash. Very kind of a masculine scent. It smells really nice. I like it. There we go. Usually when I fill it up to about there, that is 500 milliliters exactly. Yep, okay, good. Oh, they don't have ounces on here, just milliliters. I think 500 is about 16 ounces. We don't do things in milliliters usually. I like to do things in ounces, but yeah, so that is mixed, ready to go. Just give it a little shake. And let's see. Oh, this is pretty cool. On the bottle here in the back here, you'll see a little code, a little QR code. So there's actually a video direction on there. So you can scan that and they'll show you how to use their soap. Pretty cool. So pressure washer is all set here, all pressurized, ready to go. Always do a test with a pressure washer away from the vehicle, just to make sure. I'm going to be doing this left-handed and holding the camera with my right hand. I might switch because it's a little awkward. So let's see. Whoa. I mean, right away, early onset beading on the Technician's Choice ceramic coating is insane. I'm curious to see how far this is going to go. Wow, that's awesome. The Avalon King coating, doing really, really well up here. The Turtle Wax Flex Wax, doing really well. even all the way to the bottom. Awesome. The Vonix Blend Paste Wax. Not as hydrophobic, you know, as the Flex Wax here. You can see a difference in the panels, but, you know, still sheeting away. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely there. It seems to be more sheeting than beading like the Flex Wax here. So the Flex Wax is responding differently on this panel. I don't know why. The Graphene Paste Wax down here from Hybrid Solutions is doing really well, sheeting away. But yeah, I don't know why the Flex Wax isn't performing as well on this panel as it is on that door. I don't know why. So weird, right? Just weird variables. The 3-in-1 ceramic wax from Griot's. That's still holding up really well. Yep. And the Graphene Paste Wax, again, on the back bumper here. It's not a very hydrophobic or you know, beading type of product, more sheeting. But it is starting to show some signs. I mean, it's still shedding away water. The Ceramic Pro Sport, that is doing really well. Extremely hydrophobic. And then the Torque, this is their Mirror Shine topped with turbo. It's still holding its own, even all the way down here to the bottom, sheeting away. Yeah, it's still holding its own, pretty good. That wasn't there before. I think someone hit us. Oh well, tragedies of owning a black vehicle, or a vehicle in general. Wheels aren't horrible. We haven't really driven this thing too much. All right, cool. Let's foam it up. So, I even foamed up the wheel bucket and I still have a little bit left. Not bad. And I'm using the mitt from the rag company. This came in the July detail glove box. And I know I'm putting my hand in it, I usually don't, but I actually like this one. It's a little bit smaller than the other ones that I usually use. It's nice. I'm going to flip it over, and I know this is kind of weird washing with the back of my hand. Yeah, I'm just going to take my hand out, and I really don't need to do that. I do like having a large wash mitt. I have like a giant one from, it's like the Incredimitt from, oh gosh, there's so many microfiber companies now, I forget. But it's a giant pad, and it's nice, but it is heavy. And I don't know, having a small one like this, just really easy to handle, really nice and convenient. So I hope everyone is having a good week so far and still trying to deal with this whole virus thing. Don't think that it's over, it's not. I think a lot of people are getting too comfortable, and when that happens, the numbers spike again. When it comes to something as serious as this virus and this pandemic, why would you want to risk anything at all? Always be on the safe side. And I know I usually use a separate mitt for the bottom portions, but it's really not that dirty down on the lower portions of the vehicle, so I feel comfortable doing that. All right, let's rinse. I know I haven't done the wheels yet, but I'm going to rinse everything first. Nice. That looks amazing. That's still performing perfectly. Yep. Flex Wax still performing amazingly. Awesome. Look at that. paste wax from Vonix. Yep, still looks great. And the flex wax, sheeting a lot faster now. The graphene paste wax, beading and sheeting. Sheeting more than anything, but that still performs really nice. Yep. And the Griot's 3-in-1 ceramic wax, performing really, really well. It's sheeting kind of funky, but still, I mean, it sheets the water off, so. Oh yeah, and this is sheeting a lot more. Yep, okay, good. That looks great. Ceramic Pro Sport. Yep, looks perfect. And then the Torque Mirror Shine. And it's actually turbo topped on there. Yeah, still performs great. And I believe this is the Gloss Boss Vision on our windshield here. Again, still performing exceptionally well. Nice. Technician's Choice 582 spray. Now, why am I applying this as a topper? Because this is how you properly maintain ceramic coatings. So there's some controversy and some confusion about durability of certain products, and especially with coatings, because people want to see coatings last the extended durability, but they claim that you should let it go on its own. You shouldn't top it, that ceramic coatings are not meant to top. Well, if you're following the manufacturer's directions and guidelines for ceramic coatings, they specifically make toppers like this to go right on top of the coating. They are maintenance products. So, here's the controversy. How can you tell if it's the coating or the maintenance topper? It doesn't matter. Do the proper maintenance. Even by manufacturer's directions, they say to ensure durability of the coating, you're supposed to maintain it properly. But then we hear guys say that, how do you know that you're getting the durability out of the coating? Kind of a catch-22. You're supposed to maintain it properly. Now, true, there are some guys, some detailers who like to test the coatings without toppers, just to see what the coating can do on its own, and that's completely fine. But that's not what you do for customers' cars. That's just what you do to test coatings on panels or maybe your own vehicle. But on customers' cars, you're supposed to properly maintain it. That's what detailers teach other detailers, and that's what we teach our customers, that you're supposed to maintain the coatings. That is important. So that's what I'm doing to this. I'm not just going to let it go. I am going to properly maintain it, just as I do my customers' vehicles. Now on the trunk here, we do have some pretty heavy water spotting, and that's most likely stuff from the trees that mixes with the water. See if we can focus on it. And that starts to etch into the paint. So that's not just water spots, that's different. But let's try this. We have some W9 from G-Technic water spot remover. Let's spray it on. You work the product in like so. You don't want the product to just dry on the paint. So after you work it in, take a damp towel and essentially kind of rinse it off with the damp towel. And that does a great job. That removed those spots, no problem. Excellent. So you can do the same thing with ceramic coatings. If you get water spots on ceramic coatings, you can use a good water spot remover and remove that. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, there's some really bad ones. Gotta focus in on the towel here because of the reflection. There we go. So there's a bad one right there. There's quite a few. There's quite a few of them here. Let's see if we can turn it off autofocus, and there we go. You can see the spots there, there, there. They're kind of spread throughout. Oh, that's pretty bad. Let's use some more water spot remover. You don't have to use a ton, just enough. Work it in to the area. I can see them dissolving away when I rub it in like this, which is pretty awesome. Now, is this going to weaken protection and, you know, ceramic coatings? Well, not ceramic coatings, because they are more resilient to high and low pH. Other protectants, yeah, probably. Other, you know, waxes and sealants, because essentially this is an acidic product, low in the pH scale, to dissolve any of those minerals, whatever it might be. That did a great job. Just want to wipe it all off the panel and any glass, any overspray that might have happened. Because if you leave it on, then yes, it'll cause some damage. It'll spot and etch into the paint. So learn to work with the products properly. That looks great. And I don't know if it really took off the wax or not. It may have, because it's kind of squeaky clean now. But that's okay. I want to lightly give this a polish and then apply the Graphene ceramic sealant from Sunday Best. So here's what we're going to use to prep this quickly. Just a little bit of Euland's auto polish. And this is a nice fine grade polish. It's kind of not an all-in-one because it doesn't have protection in it, but it can be used as a medium compound and also a fine polish. So pretty unique stuff, but very, very nice to work with. Now, I picked up this little guy. I bought it myself, wasn't sent to me, but I saw a couple of other detailers using it, like Oscar from Detail Groove and a bunch of other ones. But I decided to grab it because I wanted another little cordless polisher with a low throw. This is like a, I don't know if it's even an 8mm throw or not. Doesn't really say. Variable speed, which is really nice. And just for application, like wax or polish, very, very simple application. No correction with this thing. That's why there's a black pad on it. Only downside is I can't get 5-inch pads. It'd be great if there was a 5-inch backing plate with this. I might be able to take one off of another polisher, but I don't know if, you know, I can find the right size that would actually go here and it would actually correspond. But I'll do some research. I'll see if I can find it. If anyone knows, this is a 6-inch backing plate. If anyone knows how to switch this out with a 5-inch and which backing plate would fit on here, let me know down below. But I just have a soft black pad on here just for prepping. And I'm just going to quickly polish this panel. This thing is very smooth and quiet. That's another cool attribute about this little polisher. And it's super light and easy. Only thing, again, that I don't like, another thing I guess I should say, is it should come with 2 batteries, not 1. And this is at the highest speed. It's just vibrating because the trunk is vibrating. So that was speed 6. If I turn it all the way down to speed 1, it barely does anything. But turn it up. It's very, very smooth. And well balanced too. Look at that. Not bad. Nice little affordable wax spreader. The Euland's polish is a tad greasy, but it's designed that way. Very, very long working time. And I've used it on some soft black paint, and I did a good job at refining it and leaving minimal marring. That is looking nice. Oh, it's super smooth. I could do a panel wipe on here, but it's not absolutely necessary. But I'm going to do it anyway. I have some Ethos Detox. Spray it onto my towel. Gently apply it just to ensure proper bonding. It's not 100% necessary though. So let's take the Sunday's Best Graphene spray coating, my little applicator, and I'm going to apply it in small areas first. I'll just do half the hood like that. And it's pretty much wipe on, wipe off. It's not like a traditional coating. And right away, I can feel a difference It's not super, super slick. Interesting. Now, ideally, you want to do this inside in a controlled area. It doesn't like heat and humidity, and it is smearing a little bit. Let's see if we can work with that and get that smearing off. Okay, yeah, it starts to level out. At first, it looks very, very smeary, and then it levels out. I wasn't liking it at first because it was very smeary, but now it's starting to even out. Oh, it's still pretty slick. I've noticed with these graphene products, the initial slickness is not really there. You have to wait a little bit, usually that 12 to 24 hours for it to cure, and then it becomes more slick. We'll see if this is a high beating product or more of a sheeting. We'll see. Hopefully next weekend wash. We actually have the sun coming out. Well, kind of. It's kind of hiding behind the trees and the clouds, but you can see the gloss is pretty nice. It's hard to tell on camera, but whoa, he's cool. Sorry, got distracted. Butterfly. So let's focus in a little bit here on the paint. It's so glossy you really can't see. Oh wow, that looks nice. That looks really nice. Yeah, I can tell that it gets kind of smeary, but the more you use the towel, the more it smears, and then when you let it go, it kind of self-levels, and then the smearing goes away. That looks nice and glossy. Gotta turn up the ND filter here a little bit. That looks really nice. Look at the reflection. Yeah, that's very, very glossy. I would definitely recommend working small sections and have multiple towels. But so far, producing some nice results. We'll see next time we do the weekend wash, how the stuff is performing. But Sunday's best. I like that. I like the labeling, I like the name. Very fancy. So onto the wheels and the tires. I just blew the tires dry, or the wheels dry, with that little Snap Fresh cordless blower. It's a decent little blower. If you're mobile and you want something cordless, that could be a nice option. So I'll have links for it down below. But let's use the Sunday Best tire dressing. I also picked up some of these little tire applicators. These have quickly become my favorite tire applicators. I like the shape of them. Instead of a round applicator, I like this shape better, easier to hold on to, and this blue backing is like a nice stiff foam backing. So very impressed with these so far. Really like them. Interesting, this liquid almost looks bluish, purplish, almost iridescent. Ooh, I like this. This is nice. So the cool thing with this little sponge here, you can press it onto the tire, releases some of the dressing from in the foam, and it gets into all the little cracks and crevices and lettering on the tire as well. So yeah, this is really cool. I like this little applicator. But look how nice it applies the dressing, and look how nice the dressing adheres to the tire. Very, very nice. Whoops. Look at that. Got a little dribble right there. Nice. Happy tires. All right, just going back over with a towel here and picking up any smears we might have. I see a little bit of smearing. So just a mist of product. And that helps with smearing or anything that I see here in the paint. All right. This is still feeling extremely slick. Yeah, but it is picking up some spots there, some water spots. So, yeah, unfortunately, this panel takes a lot of abuse. So it looks glossy from a distance, but you can see it's got some issues. The paint is not the best on it. Even after polishing it, the swirls are gone, but there's pitting in it, and there's some water spots that won't come out. So yeah, not much we can do with that. It is what it is. From a distance, it's glossy, and it's easy to maintain at least. So far, happy with the Sunday's Best products. Their graphene coating here, their spray coating, their tie dressing. Really enjoyed using this stuff. Very easy to use. And of course we have, you know, the other products here, the Uhlens polish, together with this little guy, the little black cube polisher. Oh, hi. Hello. What are you doing? Hi. Did you get fed? Don't lie to me. I know you were fed. Yeah, you were. Let's use the Sunday Best ceramic trim restore. So we're going to use it on the windshield cowl. And I picked up these little foam applicator pads just for dressing application and maybe some light polishing in little hard to reach areas. These are super cheap. I think little pads like this are awesome for getting into tight little areas, and especially for trim coatings and not coatings, but trim restoring type products. So you can see clear liquid. Let's apply it. It's very thick, very, very thick liquid. But, oh wow, it actually applies fairly easily for being a thick product. And it restores right away, but that is because of the type of formulation. It is a thick type of, you know, I'm sure it has silicones and other polymers in it along with ceramic polymers. That's applied to the whole cowl. And we're going to wipe it off the glass, and I think I got a little bit on the paint too. You can just use a glass cleaner or a quick detailer to remove it from the glass. Not a big deal. It's not going to stain anything. It's not going to harm anything. Even if you get it on the paint, not a big deal. And I'm going to let it sit on the trim like this and just let it absorb. So it really does make the trim look nice and dark and rich. I think it does a great job of restoring it. We'll see how long that lasts. Now after a while you can just wipe this down. I'm going to let it sit as long as possible. Sometimes with these types of, you know, thick, a little bit more greasy type of trim restoring products, you have to let it sit on here, and then when you go to wipe it off, it'll look dry, and then it may again rise to the surface and look greasy again. You have to wipe it off again. Just keep on doing that. It's not a problem. Some of it may even wash away, at least the top surface may wash away. If you use it, say, on the side mirrors like this, or any other plastic, it may run onto the paint. But if it has had sufficient time to dry, that's just excess. You can wash it off the paint. It's not going to harm anything. Just wash it off the paint, and you can even just foam and gently wash the trim, not with any strong detergents or anything like that. Basically, you can just rinse it and dry it, and that will get a lot of the excess oils off, and you're still left with nice, dark, water-repellent trim. So, just kind of a learning curve with those types of greasier products, but again, you can learn to work with them. So this thing is looking beautiful. And bonus footage. We're going to clean up the other Avalon. Now, I have not touched this one. It's been washed by someone else, but let's see how the coating is doing on the hood. Now, I need to see, I need to find the videos and see how long it's been since we applied the EXO. I think it's EXO V3 actually. I had an old bottle of EXO V3. So this is kind of a dual purpose test to see if, you know, an old coating that's been sitting on the shelf for a while, which I still had, will hold up, and to see if the Extreme Solutions Finale polish is holding up to its claim. So this side we use, actually both sides we use the Finale polish, but this side we did a panel wipe, this side we did not. So that polish was meant to be used as a pure polish with nothing left on the panel, and you can coat right over it without having to do a panel wipe. So let's test that. Let's see how well it has held up. You can see it's been sitting outside. This does not sit in the garage at all. So it sits outside and gets the full brunt of all of that. All that nature can throw at it. So let's rinse it. Let's see how it's been holding up. Oh, it looks like it's taken a hit. It looks completely flat, right? Interesting. So using the Sunday soap again, I remixed another batch. You can see the distinct line that was taped down the middle. That's our control. There's nothing there. There's no protection. But all it needed was a good wash. So that Sunday soap doesn't leave any residue behind, washes away clean, and it seems to be a good cleaner as well because it removed whatever grime that was on here that was masking the results. So now it has brought back the beading. Now there are some, that looks like a little tree sap mark right there that's kind of holding on to the water. And I can tell it's a little bit gritty. So that is some tree sap that has landed on here. So that also is probably masking some of the results. You can see it's beading. It's not super tight beads, but that's also probably due to the older formula, the XOV3, and that was sitting on the shelf for like, I don't know, maybe a year or two, and it was still usable. And as you can see, it still makes the paint bead and sheet water and make it easier to clean. I could tell right away when I was washing it that it was cleaning very, very easily. With this type of ceramic coating, you are supposed to top it. This is G-Technic, so using C2V3, you can mist it onto the panel here and dry it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to still test this. This is just my own testing, and I want to see how long this can go. But it looks like both sides completely the same, no difference at all. So this is the side here that I didn't use a panel wipe. Here I did use a panel wipe, and this was after using Extreme Solutions Finale polish. I am very, very happy with the results. So I wouldn't hesitate to use that polish without doing an IPA wipe down or a panel wipe before applying a coating. I feel very confident in that. And this just sits outside, so not bad at all. Now the rest of the paint doesn't really have strong protection. There's some areas that are beading, some sheeting, but I really don't know what's on here, if there is anything on here. Hey Dad, what did you put on here? Did you put anything on here? No? Okay. Nope. So that's just pretty much whatever it was that we put on here when we first, got the vehicle here and did our washing and clay barring. I think I just threw on some sort of a quick spray sealant of some sort. But, I mean, it cleans off easily. You can see there's still beads. It's still showing some signs. Oh, let's see if we can focus in. There we go. Some signs of protection on here. Yeah, not bad. But as far as this goes, man, I'm very, very happy with that. That's Gabe's Total Detailing Auto Surface Protection. That's his line. Crush. Blue Crush. Yeah, I'm impressed with this coating. The coating I put on here was sitting on the shelf for like almost 2 years. The ceramic coating that I used.
Is it still good?
Yeah, it still performs.
So where do you have it, on the hood or one?
Yeah, the whole hood. The only thing is, one side I did the proper like panel wipe that everybody talks about, and the other one I didn't, but I used a special polish that's designed like a primer polish. The whole thing with detailers when it comes to ceramic coatings, they go nuts over it. They go a little like yeah, all that stuff. It's not always the case. If you use the right polishes, you can bypass that. Yeah. And you don't risk using a panel wipe or alcohol that can actually induce like towel marks, because you use alcohol and it's dry. Exactly. And you get drag and it can ruin delicate finishes. So I'm proving a point here to show I don't know when I did it. I think it must have been
Hearing you talk about it.
like 6 months ago, maybe 5. I'm very impressed with that. All right, both Avalons are now done and looking really, really nice. So this has now had some time to kind of dry and melt into the tire. Man, that looks really, really nice. Beautiful. So as you can tell, it is still hot and humid here. We just had a big storm last night, so at least it cooled things down a little bit, but man, it is still so humid. The humidity is building up again. So we have another full week. We have lots of jobs this week, so we'll be filming, of course. Stay tuned to the channel. We have so many videos that we still have yet to edit and drop. I'm finally getting to the point now where all of our older kind of archived videos are going to be almost all published now, and most of the stuff is going to be newer videos, newer content that's here in our new location. I think all the videos from our old garage, our old location, I think those were all done. I went through our old archive, my hard drive of archived videos, and I think I got all of them. So many of the new ones that you're going to see are going to be here at the new garage. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week. Stay safe.